Yo, what's going on, people? You're through to TvKO. Thank you as ever for watching another video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. But yeah, this coming Saturday, May the 5th, London O2 Arena, massive rematch between Tony the Bomber Bellew and David the Haymaker Haye. A lot has been said over the course of the two build-ups to these two fights, and I'm usually someone that's quite into the build-up. I like to study fighters, I like to study the trainers, I like to see who looks more confident, who looks a little bit worried. I haven't really done as much as that this time. I kind of feel like both guys are kind of repeating themselves, quite a lot. What you're getting really essentially now is a guy in Tony Bellew who seems hell-bent on trying to get inside the head of David Haye, and then you've got David Haye, a guy who's just hell-bent on trying to show that he's not ruffled. So it's a bit boring, but it's a fight nonetheless that I'm looking very forward to watching. I felt unfulfilled by the first fight. It wasn't a great first opening 5 rounds, even prior to David Haye getting injured, and then of course David Haye got injured, and then it became a farcical fight of how long will it take Tony Bellew to get rid of David Haye, if at all. And the honest assessment was, alright, he got rid of him in round 11, but he struggled to. He really struggled to, and yes, he put David Haye on his back, but he was still getting up to continue fighting. He didn't spark him out. The towel came in. That's not to take anything away from Tony Bellew, but it's not a real outcome for me. Yes, it will say W when you look back at the records of this fight. It will say W for Tony Bellew, but it's just a fight that leaves me unfulfilled, and I hate that feeling. I don't want to see the fight ending because of a premature referee or overly eager referee stopping the fight prematurely, or a cut ending the fight, or an injury like that ending the fight, towel coming in too early, or shitty scorecards. I just want to see a clean fight. So hopefully that's what we get with this rematch. Both guys look in good shape. David Haye looks very trim, as does Tony Bellew. So yeah, both fighters are training for speed, it looks like. And yeah, both guys just as confident of the win as they were in the initial fight. Tony Bellew, again, like I said, repeating himself a lot, but seems to have unerring confidence in himself. I'm not really fooled by that. The first fight, I was screaming from the rooftops. Anyone that was prepared to listen, I told to put money on David Haye sparking Tony Bellew within 4 rounds. Of course, I ended up with egg on my face, but I'm screaming just as loudly from the rooftops this time around that I think the fight will end brutally for Tony Bellew. As long as David Haye's body does not pack in, does not cave in on him, and we know the guy is unbelievably injury prone, has been now for the past 4 or 5 years. As long as his body holds up, I only see one winner. I really do. And if he fights anywhere near with the resemblance of the David Haye that we've become accustomed to knowing, then I think it's an early night for Tony Bellew. I really do, and I'm going to go with round 7. Speaking to a lot of people inside, my boxing circle, my friends, a lot of people have the same opinion. I don't think I've spoken to anyone that thinks Tony Bellew is going to win this fight, but that was the case last time, and we were all in for a bit of a surprise. But yeah, interesting fight, one I'm looking forward to. Still undecided to this very late point whether I'm going to be in attendance or not, but looking at them prices, boy, I think Sky Sports might have to be the way forward. But yeah, we'll see. I could very well be in attendance, and yeah, looking forward to this one. Really, really am. With regards to where both guys will go after this fight, for both guys should they win, I've done a video on Tony Bellew recently speaking about his options, and I don't really see what options are out there for Tony Bellew other than the Usyk fight, and I'm not so sure Bellew wants that smoke, to be honest with you. As for David Haye, not so sure what he does. I mean, all this talk about, oh, if he beats Tony Bellew, then yeah, he'll be in line to fight Anthony Joshua, and I'm thinking to myself, really? How do you go from beating Tony Bellew to being in line to fight Anthony Joshua? Is that how much money talks? Like, really? Tony Bellew, Anthony Joshua, there is a massive gaping wide gap between I don't see how that dot connects to that dot at all, but I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens to David Haye, and I think that's the reason why I want to see David Haye win this fight, because I think it's more interesting for the future of boxing should he continue to fight on, as opposed to Tony Bellew fighting on. I think if Tony Bellew wins and fights on, I'm not sure if I really care that much about who he fights. Even if he was to fight someone like Andre Ward, I'm not sure I really am that invested. But with David Haye, it would be interesting. That is for Sure. Yeah, but guys, leave it in the comments as per usual. Let me know what you think is going to happen in this fight. I'm going to try and head down to the weigh-in tomorrow. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled on some videos with regards to that. Should be interesting. But yeah, let me know what you think. What method and who do you have winning? And, you know, how, points, round. Let me know. Knockout, towel getting thrown in, injury. Will David Haye get injured again? Yeah, let me know. Leave it in the comments below. But for me, I'm going with David Haye. Round 7 KO. Yeah, but that's my 2 pence. Let me know what you guys think. But for now, it's else TvKO, and I'm out of here, man.